The Great Sphinx of Giza is a limestone statue of a reclining sphinx, a mythical creature with the head of a human and the body of a lion. Facing directly from west to east, it stands on the Giza Plateau on the west bank of the Nile in Giza, Egypt. The face of the sphinx appears to represent the pharaoh Khafre. The original shape of the sphinx was cut from the bedrock, and has since been restored with layers of limestone blocks. It measures 73 meters, 240 feet, long from paw to tail, 20 meters, 66 feet, high from the base to the top of the head, and 19 meters, 62 feet, wide at its rear haunches. With the body of a lion and the face of a king, the Great Sphinx has become an instantly recognizable symbol of ancient Egypt, inspiring grand replicas all over the world, from Las Vegas, Nevada, to Lanzhou, China. For thousands of years, this massive monument has lain at the feet of the pyramids of Giza, guarding the necropolis. The Sphinx's popularity rose and fell, much like the desert sands that engulfed it during periods of neglect. When the Sphinx would re-emerge, it aroused curiosity and wonder in those who gazed upon its colossal form. Archaeologists believe that the Great Sphinx was built during Egypt's Old Kingdom circa 2575 to 2150 BC, by the 4th dynasty pharaoh Khafre. It is one of the world's oldest works of monumental sculpture and one of the largest. It measures more than 65 feet tall, from the base to the top of its head, and 240 feet long, from forepaws to tail. Much of the Sphinx was carved directly from the limestone rock of Giza and then supplemented with more limestone blocks. While the Sphinx has spent 4,500 years watching the centuries pass, attitudes toward the giant wonder have greatly changed over the years. In the Old Kingdom, the Sphinx was worshipped and was regarded as part of the sacred landscape of the Giza necropolis. When new regimes took over, it was abandoned. Desert sands blew in and covered it up until only its head was visible. Over time, visitors to Giza would rediscover the Sphinx as it sat patiently waiting to be noticed. The colossus would be reborn as it emerged from the sand, and new visitors would flock to marvel at its size, mystery, and endurance. Excavations in the early 20th century revealed the ruins of the temple's megalithic limestone blocks. It was likely that these would have been faced with granite. The floor was made of alabaster. According to German Egyptologists Herbert Reich and Siegfried Schott, the 24 columns within the temple's central courtyard may represent the 24 hours of the day. Statues of the pharaoh could have been placed against them. An altar stood in the center.